The best elements within us can spread light and virtue. And I know ponies who represent them all. Strength, bravery, healing, beauty, hope, and sorcery. Myself and these pillars of Equestria were gathered together by another to maintain and share the light of these powerful ideals. But we soon came to believe the pony who brought us together only wanted that power for himself. Cast out and alone, this power-mad pony turned to darkness to satisfy his thirst. Transformed into a pony of shadows, he returned for revenge, to extinguish the pillar's light and rob the world of hope. To stop him, the pillars and I must make a brave sacrifice. But we shall leave behind a seed, in hopes that one day it will grow into a force to stand against the darkness for all time. We must now face the fiend with the only plan we have.
I only hope it will be enough. That's the last entry, and maybe Star Swirl's final words before he vanished.
My little pony, my little pony. My little pony. I used to wonder what friendship could be. My little pony. Until you all shared its magic with me. Big adventure. Tons of fun. A beautiful heart, faithful and strong. Sharing kindness. It's an easy feat. And magic makes it all complete. You have mine. Do you know you're all my very best friends?
I've always wondered what happened to Star Swirl. This is quite a discovery, Sunburst.
So, it's genuine? You can verify that this journal really belonged to Star Swirl the Bearded?
Indeed. From the looks of it, the last thing he wrote before facing the Pony of Shadows.
So the Pony of Shadows was really real?
It appears so.
We never met the other pillars, and we were too young to understand the danger they faced.
Hold on a second now. All those legendary ponies were real too, and they went off with Star Swirl to face the Pony of Shadows, and then none of them were ever heard from again?
Yeah. Weren't you listening?
But what happened to them all? They must have defeated the villain, since Equestria is still full of light and hope.
But how? And where did they go?
My old Ponish is a bit rusty, but I wonder if the answers can be found somewhere within the pages of this book.
Well, I just happen to be an expert in Old Ponish. I mean, I practically memorized every ancient text about Star Swirl there is.
Seriously, all of them.
We have fond memories of our old teacher. If you could discover what happened to him, we would be most grateful.
Solving a thousands-year-old mystery could take forever. Think of the research, the rereading, the re-rereading.
You might find you need help.
Luckily, she's got a whole bushel of helpers right here.
Totally! How long will all this research take exactly?
Let's get this back to my library. I'm sure we'll figure out what happened in no time.
Figure it out yet, Twilight?
What did you figure out?
You figured something out?
What is it?
Nothing. I mean, Star Swirl was a genius, obviously. But forget Old Ponish. There's parts where his horn writing is like another language. Oh.
Twilight, we've been studying and referencing and cross-referencing for 3 days straight now.
I haven't spent this much time reading since the last Daring Do book came out. Perhaps it is time to take a break. This mystery is over 1,000 years old after all. Another day or two won't make a difference.
2 days? I don't want to waste 2 seconds. I'm close to an answer. I can feel it.
Herc Silphum se Ponehenge. What's that?
The Temple of Ponehenge? You can read that?
The horn writing's pretty sloppy, but it's nowhere near as bad as mine. Tawar Dul Grimlik of Fola Firgenborg?
At the base of Full Mountain.
Usur Endemest Shield.
Our last stand.
Well, that sure sounds like a clue to me.
This is it. Ponehenge. I can't believe it.
I've never seen magical runes like these before. Have you?
Uh-uh.
I don't think any pony's seen any of this for a long time. It'd take a whole team of ponies to clear away all this brush.
Even then, I'm not sure we'd find out what happened here over 1,000 years ago.
You're right. I suppose it was a long shot.
Cheer up, Twilight. Finding a whole set of ancient ruins is pretty impressive. Or maybe you could write a paper on it.
I guess I hoped we'd get here and the mystery would just magically be explained.
Twilight?
Star Swirl? I've wanted to meet you my whole life. I can't believe you're here.
I don't think he is here. I don't think any of them are.
You summoned me at your peril, Star Swirl. Once I defeat all of you, this realm will embrace the darkness, as I did so long ago. Drawing me here will only make me stronger. You will never defeat me.
We did not come here to defeat you.
What are you doing?
We came to contain you.
Well, you did ask for a magical explanation!
What just happened?
It looked like Star Swirl cast a spell that banished the Pony of Shadows.
Of course. Powerful magic like that would leave an impression on this place. Bringing the book back here let us see what happened.
Which was what?
Star Swirl and the rest of the pillars sacrificed themselves to save Equestria.
It's amazing to think one of the greatest mysteries of Equestria was solved with a musty old book from an antique shop.
But I wouldn't say the mystery's solved. Star Swirl's spell was one of the most powerful feats of magic in all of history. It'll take years of study before we fully understand it.
I think I understand Star Swirl's spell! I know I finished one of Star Swirl's spells before, but this one was on a whole different level. Was it an explosion of magical feedback? An evocation? A kind of incantation? It's Star Swirl, so the possibilities are endless! And once Starlight set me on the right track with his crazy horn riding, I mean, he was a genius, so I guess we can forgive a little messiness. I went through the journal again, and it's amazing!
Twilight, darling, we understand you're excited, but that's all we understand.
What exactly is so amazing?
Only how Star Swirl and the other pillars sent the Pony of Shadows to Limbo.
They did what now?
They used their magic to open a portal between worlds, to Limbo, and pulled the Pony of Shadows inside.
Darling, your diorama!
I made more! Star Swirl thought the only way to trap the Pony of Shadows in Limbo was for the pillars to take him there.
So they got stuck too.
The Pony of Shadows must have been really awful for them to do that. I suppose being trapped for all time with a super duper bad guy in limbo might be okay if you were doing the limbo, but that's still pushing it.
The thing is, I think I can get them out.
Twilight, are you serious? You can save the most legendary ponies of all time?
I don't know. Opening portals between worlds didn't work out well for me. Are you sure it's safe?
First of all, you opened portals through time. And second of all, Star Swirl wrote the spell you used to do it. If he'd been here, he could have stopped it. Equestria would be safer with him in it. We have to save him.
But you'd be saving all the pillars, right? And they disappeared ages ago.
That's the thing about limbo. It isn't one place or another. It's in between, so time stands still. If we can pull them out, it'll be like they never left. I actually built another model to demonstrate.
What can we do to help?
If I'm right, we need to find items that are connected to the pillars in some way.
You mean like stuff that belonged to them?
How would we know what to look for? Or where?
Luckily, Star Swirl took a lot of notes. My compatriots are as varied as the realm itself and hail from every corner of our land, bringing with them artifacts and talismans of great power.
Twilight? What are you doing?
I'm not doing anything.
Rockhoof's shovel!
Flash Magnus's shield! Miss Maine's flower! Meadowbrook's mask! And the blindfold Somnambula wore when she faced that nasty Sphinx!
I guess we don't need to figure out who should get what.
Professor, it's a mighty helm headpiece! Maybe it belonged to Rockhoof himself!
Legends don't wear helmets. This belonged to a real pony.
Oh, I can guarantee Rockhoof was as real as you and me.
And I suppose that ravine was dug with his trusty shovel to save the village from an erupting volcano.
Probably.
I love old legends as much as any pony, but a pony strong enough to save a village from rushing lava with a shovel is preposterous. I can't believe you just did that. You saved us.
I bet if you told some pony else the story, it might sound preposterous.
I suppose some stories might be true. And Rockhoofs appears to be one of them.
You keep those hooves to yourself, dearie. This place has been in my family for generations, and I'm not about to let some whippersnapper take the last good piece of it. Time-wise, ponies came from far and wide to see these gardens. But that flower's the only worthwhile thing left.
Like your gardens were worthless, but a little pruning can work wonders. Of course, you will have to look after more than just one flower now.
You've given me back my family's legacy. The flower you wanted seems like a fair trade for that.
I can't believe Flash Magnus's shield ended up in the Dragonlands.
Good thing you brought the official equestrian friendship ambassador to the dragons to help you navigate our customs. Like our favorite sport, gorge surfing!
Okay, that was awesome! Dragon Lord Ember commanded us to make peace with ponies, but it doesn't mean you can surf in our spot.
Whoa, fellas! As the official equestrian friendship ambassador to the dragons, I have to say that's not very friendly.
Well, what do you know? The puny pony dragon's sticking up for his pony pal.
Hey! That's an ancient pony artifact!
Hooves off my gorge board! I found it in the desert, and finders keepers.
It isn't yours!
Huh, it sure looks like mine, but I might consider racing you for it.
No problem.
No. I mean, you.
On your marks, get set, set!
I won! I won! Woohoo! Give up the shield, Garble.
Lord Ember only commanded us to be nice to ponies. She never said anything about pony-loving dragons.
Since Dragon Lord Ember commanded you to make peace with ponies, you can't very well attack one of their friends, can you?
I guess we'll find out. Why is he always hiding behind ponies?
I wasn't hiding when I beat you down the ridge.
You fell.
Wow! You must be slow if all Spike had to do to win was fall down.
I'm faster than you.
Doubt it.
Fine. I'll race you back to the top. If you win, you can have your pony junk. But if I win, you'll leave and I get to give it to him.
Fine. I'm pretty sure I could beat you anyway, but with that heavy hunk of metal on your back, it'll be a snap.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Thanks for the tip. See you at the top, loser! Hey! That's mine!
Finders keepers, remember? See, because that's what you said to them when they first showed up.
Just remember not to turn away from them, Cattail. Flash bees can get pretty aggressive. I guess that's why none of the other bayou animals can get to the water.
Wouldn't it make more sense for you to wear the mask that calms the bees?
It would. If I didn't have to fly up here to move their hive. There. Now the other bayou creatures can get to the water without the bees feeling threatened.
You know, you didn't have to help with this. I would have lent you the mask anyway.
I know, but I couldn't leave without helping.
I don't think any pony can find anything in there.
I wouldn't give up hope just yet.
This old blindfold was stuck in the drain.
Weren't you looking for a blindfold?
Oh, yeah. I can't believe I'm gonna meet Star Swirl the Bearded. You know, outside of my dreams.
I can't believe you're actually going through with it. What do you mean? I'm all for pushing the envelope, obviously, but this is pretty out there for you, Twilight.
What's out there about saving the most legendary ponies of all time from a thousands-year-old prison?
Well, nothing when you say it like that. Unless the most legendary ponies of all time knew what they were doing, and we shouldn't mess with it.
I'm sure Star Swirl and the Pillars did the best they could back then, but magic has come a long way, mostly because of the work they did.
That's true, and you did get your wings from finishing one of Star Swirl's spells.
Exactly.
But then I messed with one and nearly destroyed the universe, so...
Starlight, Star Swirl the Bearded is the greatest wizard who ever lived. The chance to have him back in Equestria is worth the risk.
That's good news.
Otherwise, we'd have brought this shield for nothing.
I hope you don't think you're the only one to find her artifact, because this here shovel says otherwise.
Honestly, you two. Not everything is a competition. But Miss Maine's flower is by far the most attractive of the artifacts.
You're just saying that because you didn't have to scuba dive in a pit of green slime to get yours.
Or move a flash beehive.
Good work, everyone. Let's do this.
What? What has happened?
It worked! We brought you back!
To where?
You and the others have been trapped in limbo for over 1,000 years, but I figured out how to get you home.
What? No, 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 no! You must undo what you've done!
What? Why? I mean, I don't think I can.
You cannot bring us back!
But I did! I brought all the pillars back!
You cannot bring only the pillars back!
Oh no!
That's the last entry. Star Swirl's final words before he vanished.
All those legendary ponies were real too, and then none of them were ever heard from again?
They used their magic to open a portal to Limbo. We need to find items that are connected to the pillars in some way. We brought you back!
You cannot bring only the pillars back!
My little pony, my little pony. My little pony. I used to wonder what friendship could be. Until you all shared its magic with me. Big adventure, tons of fun. A beautiful heart, faithful and strong. Sharing kindness, it's an easy feat. And magic makes it all complete to have mine. Do you know you're all my very best friends?
Your pitiful attempt to imprison me has failed, Star Swirl.
You must return us to Limbo. It's the only way to stop him.
I only figured out how to bring you back.
Working on it. No table of contents.
Allow me to assist. There! Without the power of Ponehenge, your banishing spell is useless.
You have studied my writings. Surely you have some other plan.
No, I just wanted to save you. I didn't think...
Don't fret. When I extinguish the light and hope of this miserable world, you won't remember any of this.
No!
This one is almost as strong as you, Star Swirl. But even in my weakened state, she cannot stop the might of shadows.
Lucky for her, she's not alone.
Know this, fiend. We will not rest until we find a way to return you to Limbo.
Never! Your days of glory are through, Star Swirl. Now my dark power will reign, and you six will bow to me!
Where'd he go?
That is a riddle we must unravel, and quickly.
How long have we been gone?
Over 1,000 years.
Then my spell worked, before it was meddled with, and the realm has been at peace for a millennia.
Well, we did have to save everybody from Nightmare Moon and Discord and Chrysalis and King Sombra and Lord T-Rex, and there was that one time when Starlight traveled through time and almost destroyed life as we know it. But that's It's all in the past.
If you were truly this accomplished, we will stop the Pony of Shadows twice as fast together.
We shall see. It is an easy thing to say you have saved the world. It is quite another to do it.
Oh, we've saved the world, Beardo, and we can do it again.
Be that as it may, the problem of locating the Pony of Shadows remains, and this land is vast.
It sounds like you need a map. Luckily, we have just the thing.
Something about this magic seems familiar.
Did you know he can do that?
He's Star Swirl. He can do anything.
This map, and indeed this very castle, are grown from the seed we planted over 1,000 years ago.
Then it did work.
What worked? Each of us infused a crystal seed with our magic in hopes that it would grow into a force for good.
We wanted to leave something to protect the realm in our absence, but we never dreamed our gift would become so powerful.
Y'all mean the elements came from you?
You know, the sparkly crystal things that grow from the tree of harmony and represent each of us? Laughter, honesty, generosity, loyalty, kindness, and magic!
They are reflections of our own elements of hope, strength, beauty, bravery, healing, and sorcery.
We had no idea our small seed would bloom into the living spirit of the land. I am glad our mantles have passed to such capable ponies.
More importantly, we no longer need Ponehenge to send our foe back to Limbo. We can use the stored magic in this tree of harmony.
But doesn't a banishing spell take a lot of power? We'd have to sacrifice the elements for that.
Mm-hmm.
They'd be gone forever? Star Swirl, I don't think the tree can survive without the elements. If it dies, Equestria will suffer.
If the Pony of Shadows has his way, your land will not exist. So, unless you have a better idea... Our foe will seek dark places from which to draw power. I will prepare my spell, so that we may strike as soon as you find him.
What are we waiting for?
I like your spirit.
Oh, yeah!
What about this one?
Sea pony etiquette isn't gonna help right now, Spike.
Twilight? Are you okay?
I just unleashed ultimate evil and doomed Equestria because I was obsessed with meeting my idol. Why wouldn't I be okay?
You didn't know that was gonna happen.
But I should have listened to you and left things alone. Now the elements of harmony will be lost to fix my mistake.
Maybe there's another way.
If there is, Twilight will find it.
Portal gate, portal keys, portal spells. Yes! If the pillars can hold open the gateway to Limbo, a powerful pony can do the banishing spell herself. Do you know what this means?
I can stop carrying books.
The pillars don't have to leave Equestria. Even though we'll lose the elements, we'll have the ponies that created them, and the Pony of Shadows will be banished for good.
That's great. But I was thinking of another way that maybe doesn't involve banishing at all.
Star Swirl knew what he was doing when he cast that spell. If I can make it even better, maybe he'll see that I take magic as seriously as he does.
It seems the dark places Star Swirl indicated on the map have changed.
I bet the Pony of Shadows would have loved the ghastly caverns before 1,000 years of erosion turned it into the ghastly gorge.
The Appaloosian wastes sure sounded dark and desolate. Who knew they would become such a popular square dancing destination? And I get how this part of Equestria used to be cast an eternal night, where the Pony of Shadows could draw power and wreak havoc while ponies were powerless to stop him. But it's gonna be a comeback! Did I mention it's really bright?
It seems there are fewer dark corners in the realm these days.
Isn't that a good thing?
True. The Pony of Shadows will have a hard time regaining power. When he rears his head, we'll be ready.
Isn't Isn't there some way to banish him without losing all of you?
I wish there were, but to save our home, we are willing to leave it.
I don't think you'll have to. My spell isn't finished yet, but I think we can send the Pony of Shadows to Limbo without all of you having to go as well.
While I appreciate your enthusiasm, Twilight, this is hardly the time to take risks on half-baked spells.
Begging your pardon, Mr. the Bearded, but Twilight doesn't do anything halfway.
Especially not magic. Seriously, she got her wings by finishing one of your spells. I think you'll find her work is worth reading before you dismiss it out of hoof.
While it is an unconventional approach, I believe it could work.
I suppose there is a chance.
But we still have no idea where to find the villain.
Maybe we should try there?
The Hollow Shades. I think a branch of the Apple family lives there.
They'd have to be pretty distant. The Hollow Shades was abandoned eons ago.
That's odd. The only time the maps called all of us to one place was Starlight's village. So it's like a supervillain tracker. No offense.
Do you think the map could be trying to tell us where the Pony of Shadows is?
The Tree of Harmony acting to protect the light of the realm. Yes, a good thought, Twilight. I will make my notes on this spell. Ready yourselves for battle.
I know I'm not as experienced as all of you, but is banishment really the only option? I mean, it's been a long time. Maybe the Pony of Shadows is ready to talk?
I doubt we can save our homeland with a conversation.
But we could try.
Starlight, I'm sure Star Swirl and the others did try.
The Pony of Shadows was not interested in reconciliation. Once a villain, always a villain. Twilight, Sunburst, would you accompany me? I wish to refine this spell for our use.
Come! We must prepare for the struggle ahead.
I know Star Swirl is a great wizard, but this whole plan seems wrong. The maps only ever sent us to solve friendship problems.
Maybe so, but the Pony of Shadows doesn't really seem like the friendship type.
Honestly, we don't know anything about him.
Well, no pony does.
That's not entirely true. You all knew the Pony of Shadows before he became what he is now. You must have been friends, so what happened?
The tale of our rift is a sad one. Stigian was a pony like the rest of us, though more scholar than hero. He recognized our emerging world would need champions to defend it.
He may have gathered us together, but he himself was just an ordinary unicorn who soon grew jealous of our abilities.
He stole objects from each of us. Artifacts to use in a spell.
And we cast him out for it.
We always thought to return and seek forgiveness. But when we saw him again, his heart was bent on revenge. He dashed even my hope of saving him.
But why did he steal the artifacts from you?
No doubt it was an enchantment to take our powers for himself.
That looks like a lot of work.
It is what must be done, and it would be best if we were not disturbed.
I'm sorry, Starlight, but we can't stop the talk. The stakes are too high and we have to—
Banish Stigian to Limbo. I get it.
Who?
Stigian was the name the Pony of Shadows gave up when he turned to darkness.
And I'm just trying to figure out why.
Envy. He wanted more power than he had, and that desire led him down a path from which there is no return.
I know from experience that's not always true. When the map called you six to my village, it was for a friendship problem. Are you sure this is different?
Stigian wants to destroy all that is good in this world. There's no way to befriend a pony like that.
I guess I'm lucky your idol wasn't around when you decided to be my friend. I might have been banished to Limbo too.
I am glad we have the chance to see what has grown from our efforts so long ago.
It seems a shame to harm it.
A necessary sacrifice. With the element's power, we will bind the Pony of Shadows in Limbo. And thanks to Twilight, we will remain to watch over the realm ourselves.
How do we use them?
Well, I'm not sure. They simply work for us.
The elements are attuned to you. We must use their magic in pairs.
No problem. We're used to banishing evil before breakfast.
And it'll be an honor to save Equestria with y'all.
I really hope Twilight knows what she's doing.
I don't remember reading anything that said the Hollow Shades was like this.
Oh, the Pony of Shadows must have twisted it to his purposes.
Prepare yourselves. He is here. Stigian, show yourself and face us!
I definitely would have remembered reading about this.
Welcome to the Well of Shade. When you turned your backs on me, I discovered this place. The darkness spoke to me of a power beyond any I could imagine, and I listened. The shadow and I became one. Soon, all of the realm will be the same. Then all ponies will feel the despair I did when you cast me out.
We did what we had to do. You tried to steal our powers for yourself.
No, it was you who was selfish. Now, you will pay!
Are you still sure this isn't a friendship problem?
Ready? Open the portal! Now!
No! You will not trap me again!
Twilight, push him in!
Huh? There's a pony in there! Are you Stigian?
I was, once, until my friends betrayed me.
But Star Swirl says you betrayed them. You wanted their magic.
No, I wanted their respect. I brought them together. I planned strategy and I read all I could about the beasts we faced. But I didn't have magic or strength, so no pony ever noticed me. I went to Ponehenge to make my own copies of the artifacts. With them, I thought I could be a pillar too, and stand by their side in battle. I never wanted to steal their power. But instead of sharing and letting me help, my friends threw me out. So I became stronger than any of them. The darkness welcomed me when no pony would. And I will do what I must to protect it.
This is all a misunderstanding. If the pillars knew how you felt, I'm sure they wouldn't have turned their backs on you. The shadow isn't who you really are. Let me help you be Stigian again.
Even if my friends did still care, what makes you think you have the power to help me?
Because it's what she does. I wasn't so different from you, and Twilight helped me change. If there's one pony in Equestria that can save a friendship, it's her.
I want to believe you.
But the darkness will not be stopped!
Fight the darkness, Stigian! You don't need it anymore! Revenge isn't what you want! Friendship is! Twilight! The shadow won't let go of him! He wants to stop, but he can't do it alone!
Then we must help him.
Yeah! Oh, it felt so good to do that again! Friendship power rush! Wow!
The elements! They didn't disappear!
Maybe because we used them for healing magic instead of banishing?
Look!
Long ago, you needed our help, Stigian. But instead of listening, we turned our backs on you. Pride clouded my judgment. I owe you an apology. Thank you for helping us see the errors of our ways, Twilight. It seems I never accounted for the magic of friendship.
Thank you, Swirl Star. Star Swirl.
So, apparently a conversation can save Equestria?
Something tells me I will be making a lot of apologies today. I simply cannot believe how tall you've gotten.
Well, it has been over 1,000 years. Will you stay here and teach magic once again? My sister and I have such fond memories of your lessons. As long as you don't ask for those essays we owed you before you disappeared.
I'm not certain Canterlot is where I belong. The realm has grown, and I believe I'll have a look around before I settle in any one place.
And I long to see what has become of my home.
I believe we all do.
Then I hope you will return to Canterlot on occasion and share the wisdom of your great experience with the next generation of ponies.
We would be honored, but if it is wisdom you seek, look no further than your own pupil. She showed me that the power of friendship is a magical force indeed, and that in turning away from others, you hurt yourself as well.
It's funny. I thought meeting my idol would give me all the answers I ever wanted. But instead, I forgot what I already knew. Good thing I had a student of my own to remind me.